So as you're aware of, we met with independent schools the last week of July to provide technical assistance. And as you also are aware of in the process and being briefed related to the directive that we put forward, and I'm sure you're aware of the steps and processes that have happened since then. When the governor asked us to rescind our order or put in the executive order, the state promised that they would be providing guidelines to provide for the local jurisdictions in terms of what schools needed to do. I think it was framed of as long as schools are consistent with CDC and state guidelines, they would be able to reopen. We don't have any state guidelines. I asked in early August, and the health officers have asked repeatedly for that guideline, that set of guidelines from the state and the State Department of Health and the governor's office. And as of August 24th, we've not received those guidelines. And so at this point, we're waiting to get that guidance from the state to help frame the process moving forward. In terms of what state guidelines will be put into place in terms of the expectations and the requirements of schools to follow in terms of reopening. And we look forward to receiving those and being able to provide assistance to the different schools. Now, separate from that, we have set up a series of webinars starting this Friday, which we will offer technical assistance, particularly related to larger questions that schools may have, for example, contact tracing 101. What are the steps involved in that? And as one of the big issues that came up last week, as you may be aware of, there was a school that had some cases of COVID that necessitated a follow-up investigation. And there was some confusion in terms of what the statutory requirements are for schools and entities to report that information to the local health department. And so we are looking forward to those opportunities for continued conversations to provide further guidance to make sure that the schools are aware of those types of requirements and different things in terms of reporting, as well as to facilitate the conversation around reopening.